Shalom, Moody Theological Seminary Hebrew students, and welcome to OT 5503, Biblical Hebrew 1. Shalom, Me'eretz Yisrael, peace from the land of Israel. My name is Dr. Greg Stevens, and I'm your instructor for OT 5503, Biblical Hebrew 1. My contact information is listed in the Your Instructor section of the course shell. And I also have my personal profile in the class introduction forum in the community posts section of the course shell. Please introduce yourself by posting your profile there. That is in the class introduction forum in the community posts as well. And then get to know one another and myself by reading and responding to each other's posts. And let me officially welcome you now to OT 5503, Biblical Hebrew 1. The 14-week online course beginning here in September at Moody Theological Seminary online. I hope this message finds you well and prepared to begin the course study together. I know that many of you have been eager and maybe got to jump on things, and that's perfectly fine. I'm also aware that maybe some of you just got into the course this week as it started officially, and that's fine as well. If you are of the early bird gets the worm type, then feel free to start exploring everywhere you can, as soon as you can in Blackboard. If, on the other hand, you're the early bird gets eaten sort, then take some time to look around a bit in the course as early as possible. My counsel is look over everything you can, download everything you can, get everything organized on your own PC, similar to the course organization, so you're ready to go at optimum levels. And here's your first assignment, first week's assignment information. We have 5 objectives this week. We want you to reproduce the 23 consonants of the Hebrew alphabet in order, both in writing and vocally. We want you to recognize unique features of several of the letters, some with final forms, the Gad, Kafat letters, the gutturals. We want you to reproduce the vowel markings, or the vowel pointing as they're often called, and differentiate between long and short vowels. We want you to understand the form and function of vowel letters. And we want you to understand the form and function of the Dagesh forte. For your study requirements, in books you're going to be reading Pratico, chapters 4 and 5. Feel free to go through 1 through 3 as well, but 4 and 5 in particular. The Pratico and Manpel lectures 4 and 5. And you're going to memorize vocabulary, pages 36 and 46 and 47. Assignment 1-1. 1, 2, and 1, 3. You've got a pronunciation recording to make for me. You've got quiz 1, and you've got workbook exercises 1 and 2. The supplemental activities include the activities listed here, but these are not required, but they are recommended. You post and discuss this week with your peers in the community post discussion forum. View presentations covering the letters, or the lessons 4 and 5 rather, and view the translating through a workbook sentence presentation, and complete the vocabulary practice quiz. Class introductions, again, please complete these. I've listed here the things you can expect to see each week in these weekly announcements that I make. Most of this is just carried over from the coursework, and the coursework is where you're required. This is just meant as a goad, if you would, to prod you on to be sure you're getting your work done. But do go into each week and follow the content there. That's where the responsibility lies. Also, be constantly comparing the course schedule and course shell. Pay close attention to new announcements that you'll be getting from me. And again, you should be getting one like this from me on a weekly basis, both posted here and emailed to you. And discussion boards. There will be discussion boards in the class. Primarily follow any directions that are contained there, but as a rule of thumb, any initial post should be at least 250 words or more. Replies to peers ought to be at least 100 words or more, and I encourage you to include 3 things in those. When you reply to peers, let me encourage you to point out something really good they did, provide some critique for how they could strengthen their post, and then leave your peer with a good open-ended question, a question they have to think about and answer, not simply give a quick yes or no. Or if they can't give it a good yes or no, then ask them why in your question. So they have to give some explanation. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me through my email address. I am, by the way, appropriately, teaching this from Eretz Israel. So as you see here, Shalom Eretz Yisrael, that is peace from the land of Israel. So obviously you're not going to call me. Number one, I've got a different chip in my phone, so you couldn't get me by my regular phone number anyway while I'm here. But what you can do is contact me if you have an Apple device through FaceTime using my personal email address that you see below. Or if you don't have an Apple product, you can contact me by Skype, and my Skype address is there below as well. And I'll have Skype turned on all the time, so you should be able to reach me. By the way, Israel is 8 hours ahead of Chicago Central Time. It is 7 hours ahead of Eastern Time, U.S. It is 9 hours ahead of Mountain Time, U.S., and it is 10 hours ahead of Pacific Time, U.S. So please adjust accordingly when you contact me by Skype or FaceTime. Believe me, you want to maintain your shalom, and you want me to maintain my shalom, so please don't call at inappropriate times. If you want to set up an appointment to talk with me, if you really need to, then shoot me an email and we can arrange it that way. You don't need to do that. You can just call, but that's always good. I may be in and out. If I'm not here, leave a message, and I'll try to get back to you. If I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, then please feel free to call again. Well, that's pretty much it for this week's announcements. I hope it's helpful, and I look forward to seeing your work. Shalom.